Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tech and Gear Tuesdays, tech and gear for the musician and the music lover. This episode of Tech and Gear Tuesdays is all about what little things you can do in order to maintain your instrument and little fixes that you can just do to your instrument regularly so that you don't have to throw that instrument away and then go out and buy a new one. A lot of the products that I'm going to be using are from Music Nomad, and I really enjoy Music Nomad because they all start with a problem and then they come up with a solution rather than the other way around and then try to sell you something that you don't need. By the way, this video is not sponsored, but some of these products were sent to me, but a lot of these products I have purchased myself or have purchased for other people. I even bought a lot of the stuff for my mom, so that says something.
So let's start with the work surface and prep station. We have a thick mat that will help stabilize the instrument and keep it from getting scratched. We're also using the cradle cube, and it's a 5-in-1 positional cube shape that accommodates many different instrument necks, from violins to 5-string basses. It will keep the instrument safe and secure while you're cleaning and polishing, and it won't scratch your instrument or the surface of what you're working at. If you have fingerprints or spots on your instrument, you want to use this cleaner that will gently remove the oils, the dirt, the grime built up on your instrument over time. You want to make sure that you remove that so that it doesn't stay there permanently. Fret sprout. Well, fret sprout happens when the instrument is dehydrated and the wood of the fretboard shrinks, causing the frets to poke out. One thing you can do is to condition the fretboard with F1 oil. So F1 oil is 100% natural, cleans and conditions, protects all unfinished fretboards. Then use the Himalayan or guitar humidifier. It's the same concept, just larger. It retains moisture better than any other humidifier I've tried. It holds 10 times its weight in water and features an anti-drip, no-mess material that safely releases moisture. Just slip it between the strings. Tarnished frets. Let's say your frets are tarnished or oxidized and you want them to shine again. Frine is perfect for this, as well as the innovative fret guards. Unlike other fret guards, these have handles for optimal control to keep the guard in its place while working.
Versus using one of these. Yeah, I feel like these are going to cut into my fingers if I push down too hard.
Just take a little dab of frine on a microfiber cloth, place the fret guard over the fret to protect the wood of the fretboard, and then rub it gently on the frets to remove oxidation. It contains microfine polishing compounds to clean and shine frets. Clean and smooth frets will improve playability and prolong string life. So if your instrument is not holding its tuning, it could be because you need to change the strings. I use this ergonomic string winder to tighten the strings. Because it's made of ballistic nylon, it won't scratch your instrument. If you have a pin bridge, no problem. It has a pin remover that will keep your instrument scratch-free. Another reason why your instrument won't stay in tune, it's because the tuners themselves are loose. So check the sides, you should see a screw, and if that is loose, you can take the octo tool and you can gently tighten the screw on the side. You can also use one of the wrench sides in order to tighten the base of the tuning peg. Sometimes you're able to do that on certain ukuleles and guitars. Most of them that I've seen, you can do that. Just use the other end of the octo tool in order to tighten it and you're good to go. Do you hear a ping or a jump and pitch while you're tuning your strings? Or are your strings breaking at the nut or the saddle consistently? Your string may be binding or catching a rough spot around the nut or the saddle, so use Tune It. It's a lubricant that will help your strings glide across the nut and the saddle to prevent binding.
The fretboard was really dry, so I used F1 oil. You should have seen it. It was like a desert. And you can even see it right now that it's still a little dry because it just really absorbed the oil like that. But with just a little bit more and just let it soak in, I bet that it's going to be so much more hydrated. As you can see, the wood has a little bit of sequoiance, and the cleaner brought it out. Can you see my reflection right there? I think it sounds pretty amazing with the moonbeams, especially for how cheap this uke is. I mean, this craftsmanship is not very good on this. It was made in a hurry. I mean, it was made in a hurry. I just need to take care of the fret sprout a little bit and file down the frets, but other than that, I think that I have made it into a more so playable instrument than it was before. Also, to support the neck of my instrument, I used the neck cradle from Nomad, and you can hold it this way, and it's made of a very soft rubberized material, so it's not going to scratch your instrument when you're trying to change the strings and whatnot. I did make one out of you can see my tea in my microphone. I did make one out of, what was it? It was a t-shirt and hot glue, a toilet paper roll, and just some styrofoam just to hold the neck up. But did it stabilize it? Absolutely not. It didn't stabilize it at all. It was just shifting around and flopping around. So it does hold the neck up, but does it stabilize the instrument while you're trying to do your regular maintenance on it? No, it doesn't. So I know people have been asking me for a video on that. I mean, you could make it, but it just might be a waste of time. You might be better off just buying something like this, and it's actually going to work. So you can buy these products either individually or in packages. They have this string changing kit right here in this box. Comes with this, octo tool, string winder, wire cutters, frine, just the whole deal. So if you want to try a bunch of those products, it's a really, really great deal. That's also sold at Hyde Music, and also these individual products as well. So you can find that link in the description box below. Let me know if you have any other products, like just die-hard products that you really, really love, that have really helped maintain your instrument and just extended the longevity of it. Also, let me know if you have some problems with your instrument, maybe in the comments section, that we could be able to help each other out and just help solve each other's problems, because that's what we do. We're a community. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!